Yes, but I would rather just buy a new case. There might be some loose ones. No, in my car. That's fine. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna have to rubber band that in or something, man. Okay.
The all-consuming Red Death. 600 years ago, King Arthur led the Great Escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the weirdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility. But now, long after the death of the king, Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the weirdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more. And the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island Asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it. By any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
Kenneth. I think you're the first one, Kenneth. I just hopped in, so I don't have too much longer. I wanted to stream Night Rain, but we're leaving in like 45 minutes.
And I hope this time you're we just have to get this over and done with. Unless you want a visit from someone upstairs. And trust me, you don't. Just like before, no food until we're done here. And the moment you start getting on my nerves, we're going back to my tried and tested fists. So, tell me, what were you doing in the forest when the Red Shields caught you? Common thief. I knew it. So, are you one of those who sneak in and steal whatever's valuable when nobody's looking? Or one of the cowards who shoot people from a distance? And I guess we'll have to start with breaking your fingers. Okay, that was easier than I expected. Now, unfortunately, we'll have to stop. I've always found it puzzling that these people won't bathe. You, I understand, are literally rotting in this damned cell. But them, there's just no excuse for the stench. There they are, finally. I know, you've a million questions, but they'll have to wait. One of these keys will open your cell. When you get out, head left. I'll scout ahead.
Do you see what a miracle I am? Healed. Healed. I am. The depths, filled with the weirdness. Oh, and a chamber. It was rather dreadful, I must admit. They left me here for some time. I can't quite remember. I felt everything within me turn inside out, then settle back into place once more. I thought I was dying, but now all is well. The worst is behind me. You don't need to help me. They cured me. I hope the same. Have a nice day.
Drip. I touch. None of us. And to go. You can. We are up. Drip. is unshaken! My resolve is unshaken! The Prophet wants you dead. Your fate is sealed.
Dude, this game is weird.
Sage and alcohol. It's the simplest recipe. I can't believe I have to keep repeating myself.
You know how the young ones are. They dream.
You're not one of them. Please, free me. That's not the kind of freedom. There's no saving. You have to. And he's the quartermaster of the halls of this. If you make it. Thank you. May the All-Mother bless you. The enemy is near. Purge the unclean! Your death is certain. You'll suffer for your sins. Your sins will be punished. You will burn.
send you into the abyss! Your death is certain. The unclean. Your fate is sealed. I'll cleanse you with fire.
Another one of those red dogs? Say a prayer to your goddess and get ready to die, scum! And why are ye dressed in their bloody rags? Well, I see ye bear the marks of torture too. Maybe the priests messed with your mind, because one more moment and you'd be dead.
Yeah, you'd be dead. While eating bread. And we'd be living in a shed. Because you're all dressed in red. Ah! I know Dr. Seuss. He's a great descendant of Zeus.
It didn't break your spirit, I see. That's good.
Aye.
Your strength for the red pricks, if you want to.
Aye, potatoes. My head looks like one. Aye. Irish have got, like, Irish and Scottish people, I swear to God, they gotta be some of the toughest fucking people on the planet, man. Because everywhere they go, it's just like, what a gonna fight. It's like shaking hands to their culture, dude. Like, how well you can chuck a punch is like, hey, how's it going in American? Carbonated drinks on an empty stomach hurt, bro.
Really? now's a good time for a chat.
Yeah.
You think the red pricks will just wait around while we gab? If you make it to the Forlorn Swords, you'll meet the tribes. With great bloody difficulty, that's how.
See? Everywhere they
Bastards
go.
laid a trap, hoping I'd be easy picking.
I held them down.
Ended up needing damn near a
It took 30 of them to get me down to the ground. But not before I took the bastard's eyes. Aye.
led to another, and I woke up with my pants around my ankles, surrounded by gobshites in red. And I still managed to kill a dozen.
I woke up with my pants around my ankles and empty jars of Vaseline everywhere. I don't know what happened, but we're gonna leave it at that.
I don't know. Barely saw anything, because I was either knocked out or had blood in the eyes. You're lucky to have someone risking their own arse to help you out. No time for a chin wag. Just get the hell out of here.
Bro. What the hell is a chin wag? Is there anybody that speaks Irish that can translate that? No time for a chin wag. Bro, what the hell is that? No time for a chin wag, guy. That's the way I came from, dude, so... Bro, I can't see anything. I don't... What am I supposed to do? Lockpick, lockpick. I don't have a lockpick. Lockpick, pick, lockpick. Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this world we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Killer on the road. Do I go up or down? Whoa, that's a lot of dudes in there. I've always wanted to go to Ireland.
You took your sweet time, eh? But I understand. I did too, when I was leaving this place for the first time. You have to admit that the Red Priests are quite resourceful. At least when it comes to death and dying. Great question, truly. But in case you hadn't noticed, we're still within the walls of the island of Silence.
Ireland's like one of those places that you like is on everybody's bucket list to go and see.
This path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck.
And I don't know anybody that like Celtic music. I don't know anybody that wouldn't get down to some Celtic music. Ooh, lockpick. Weird plasm. Happy! A brick hammer! I'll beat you with me brick hammer! Aye! This is my island. Bro, you don't want none of this. I told you. Woo! You don't want none of this, boy! Into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone, killer on the road. His faith is squirming like a toad. Alright, I'll take the shovel. You've been to the beach before, and it's the last day of May. It is indeed the last day of May. And I have been to the beach before. Not for extended periods of time. I mean, I live just a couple of hours from San Francisco, so... Let's see, I've been, so I know it's not technically a beach, but I've been to Lake Erie, which it trips me out because the Great Lakes, like where we live, we have lakes everywhere. Little, like, now that, like, I understand, like they're like puddles, but they're everywhere. And you think, oh, like this lake is big and that lake is big. And then you go visit something like the Great Lakes, and you know, the 5 Great Lakes, it's Michigan, Superior, Erie, Huron, and Ontario, right? And they're like, oh, Lake Erie, it's the smallest lake. And we get there, and you can't see the other side. It looks like an ocean. And in your head, like, you think the smallest lake, oh, it can't be that big. And I understand you people that are from there, like, you don't think about this. But, like, where we live, we have lakes everywhere. But they're like, small lakes. They're glorified puddles of water is what they are. And they're just like these little areas where they put like a rock dam in between two mountains and then filled it up with water. You know what I mean? And then you go see something like that, and like my wife and I are standing there, and you literally can't see the other side of Lake Erie. It's like an ocean. And I mean, they had beaches there. I understand it's a lake, it's not the ocean, but still, they had beaches. And then, you know, we're like 2.5 hours from Santa Cruz. You know, we're a couple hours from San Francisco. I actually have a picture the last time we did go to the beach together. Well, that we took a family trip to the beach. I made a giant Nintendo controller sandcastle, and I used seaweed as the cord. What is this? Weird plasm. Weird plasm. All right. All right, you guys. What? All right, let me find a save point. Alright, you guys. I need to find a save point. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to hop into this. What's up, Holden? How's it going? It's going pretty good so far. We're getting ready to go to the lake and go swimming. But that's one of the main reasons why I did this instead of Night Rain, because I wanted to hurry up and get this started. So we can hop back and forth between Night Rain and we're gonna try to finish Titanfall 2 this week for retro, and then I lost a bet to somebody, so we're gonna do the Mafia series. It was a bet on whether Mafia or LA Noire came out first. And I was wrong, because I was absolutely sure of my answer. And yeah, I was very, very wrong. Yeah, I, for some reason, thought that LA Noire came out before Mafia. And it did not. LA Noire released May 17th, 2011. And Mafia came out. It was originally released August 29th, 2002 for Microsoft Windows. It was later ported to PlayStation 2 and Xbox in 2004. For whatever reason, I thought LA Noire came out before Mafia, and I was dead sure of it. And my mouth was writing checks that my ass couldn't cash, so we're gonna be stuck playing the Mafia series. Because I was like, I know for damn sure LA Noire came out on the PS, blah, blah, and I'd gotten them backwards, so. Oh no, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Close game, close game. Okay, so, alright, we're going to go head to the river for a couple of hours. When we come back, we'll do some more Tainted Grail, and then I would like to hop into Night Rain probably a little later on this evening. I am uploading the Collector's Edition video today, so that should be up in the next couple of hours. You know, as you guys know, I don't have the greatest internet, because that's one of the trade-offs of buying a house out in the sticks, is you can either live in the city with everybody else and have great internet, or you can live out in the woods with mid to poor internet. And I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather live out in the woods. It's quiet. When you hear gunshots, you know it's just a bunch of rednecks out in the woods having fun. You know, and the worst you got to worry about at nighttime noise-wise is barking dogs. You know what I mean? So, I think the game plan going from here out for the next couple of weeks is going to be a flip-flop between Tainted Grail and Night Rain. Night Rain isn't something that I'm going to play like through. It's just going to be something that I play occasionally just to like fill in the gaps, because it's not really that type of game. You know what I mean? It's not, you know what I mean? I try to stick with, you know, single player storyline driven games on the channel. Just primary reason is because my internet situation, and it's very hard to do multiplayer and just be competitive at it at all. Now that we have Starlink, it is a little bit better, but it's not like Xfinity where I'm getting 1200 megabits per second. I'm lucky if I get 120, which I'm grateful for. I really am, because before we were getting like 30 megabits per second. It would take like 2 to 3 days to download a game. It was miserable. It was like 1992 speeds, but we have Titanfall 2 to finish through. We're like halfway through that. Once we're done with that, we will start hopping into the Mafia series. I've been promised that these games are amazing. They're not really my cup of tea, but I've been told by a lot of people that they are truly amazing, so we will see. Until next time, though, you guys have a great day. As I stated, I'll be back later on this afternoon after we get back and I do a couple things around the house, and then we will continue the regularly scheduled program.